It's Kim. You're loved. And today we're doing a bit something a bit different. You see, there once was a moment in the year 2000. Around December, around the time of the Christmas time, or any other reason or holiday you might or might not want to celebrate. Around that winter time, the end of year, I came upon a local PC part component web seller, retailer, e-tailer as they call it, I think. And they happened to have a bundle of quite good value. Whereupon I got some components, a processor, a motherboard, some random access memory, one M.2 SSD. Was that it? Accompanied by a Christmas cashback by MSI, whereupon I got 90 euros back from buying it, as well as a bundle from Intel with a lot of different software. So I got that. I accompanied it with an CPU air cooler, a very known one, a very big one, more M.2 SSD, and a few others, but we'll see them here. Now I should probably put a disclaimer: this is not a tutorial per se on how to build a computer. There are many tutorials that you can watch that are much more knowledgeable than I. But our attempt here is to build a computer indeed. So I should probably show the parts. Sorry the parts that we do have. Let's see. Should have this set up nicely. Hopefully not falling over. Shall we see if... beautiful. Here we are, my hands. And so... here we have the smallest and most expensive part. The i9 10850K. How do makeup YouTubers do this? I don't understand. But it's a very good processor. Normally very much out of my league, my ability, my comfortableness with the expense of parts. But now that it was in the bundle, it works, and I can use it for a long time, which is part of why I got it, because now I should be future-proof, as future-proof you can be for quite some time. So there's that. Also, I'm removing my these so that I don't build up all the electricity I don't want. Now, to cool it, we have the massive, oh god, an Edge D15, which is, according to my research, one of the more capable air coolers. Of course, some AIOs will be better, but this is one of the best air coolers, and it's a massive one. Then I have indeed one M.2 SSD that came with the bundle, which is an Intel 665p series SSD, a terabyte. This will be my game slash video slash everything else drive. And then I also got on sale this 500 gig Kingston A2000, which will be my OS drive and excuse me, OS and the most important, but this is a bad sign. OS and the most important programs go in there. Then I have some, also came with the bundle, HyperX Fury DDR4. This is 2 sticks of 16 gigabyte 3200 RAM, so pretty much overkill, but it came with the bundle, so I'm happy about that. Which, if you do the Intel based XMP overclocking, you're void of your processor warranty, which is very interesting. Then the motherboard that came with the bundle is the Z490 Gaming Carbon Wi-Fi, which seems to have quite nice abilities for future proofing. Again, proofing in quotation mark, because how proof can you be for the future? But pre-installed IO shields and everything, pretty nice to build them. PSU is Fractal Design Ion plus 860p, which is a 80 plus platinum rated fully modular PSU. Pretty nice, should be able to handle, if I'm ever able to get my hands on one of the RTX 30 series cards, should be able to handle that. And since I don't have my hands on one of those yet, I have my old GTX 970 to be used for that, which is okay for now, but I'm hoping to upgrade it in the future, either by one of the RTX cards or then by something AMD. Depends how much Nvidia hates their customers by then. Ooh. Then my case. This is not it. This is accessories, but it's the Fantex P500A. Black version, no RGB. I did research quite a bit on what to get, and first I landed on the Fractal Design Define 7, which is a quiet case with sound dampening material all around. And the thing about that is, yes, it's nice to have quietness, but also it's nice if your system doesn't explode from heat. So this is an airflow centered case, and with good airflow, maybe the fans don't have to work as much, which causes less noise, and it fits all 140 millimeter fans on the front, the back, and the top. So you should be able to get quite nice airflow there. I do have, the case comes with one fan in the front as intake and one fan in the back as exhaust. So I did get an Noctua NFA14 PWM, probably for intake, and then my father had some old fans, Noctuas, lying around. There's 120 sized, I'm not sure of the model now, but I think I'll put one of them as intake and one of them as exhaust, top exhaust. So then I'll have two 140 millimeter fans as intake in the front, plus one 120 millimeter, and then one 140 millimeter fan in the back as exhaust, and then an additional 120 millimeter exhaust at the on the top, back of top back top. That should work for now. And if I someday get to upgrade to that RDX 30 series, then I might have three 140 millimeters as intake, and then two 140 millimeters as exhaust. I cannot talk. Have you noticed already? That should be it. I also have a screwdriver. actually, instead of having a Swiss Army knife that hopefully has a screwdriver, I have an actual screwdriver. I also have a smaller one for the M.2 screws, which are tiny. Then I have a few zip ties, but I also have these handy dandy Velcro straps. And these which come with every mouse and keyboard. So maybe they'll be of use as well. And of course, it's like 30 degrees, minus 30 degrees Celsius outside. It's very much freezing and the air is super dry. So I do have a anti-static wrist strap that hopefully helps me not to kill all the components. I also removed the carpets from here and don't have a lot of clothes on. With how afraid I was about this ESD stuff, I thought I would be doing this naked, but I'm not. And that's a win for you and win for guidelines everywhere not to get removed. And also this detailer always sends a package of Haribo gummy bears to go with your building process. Except I got this in 2 parts, so I have 2 bags. You can have one and I'll eat the other one. Nice. So yes, I did get this in 2 parts. First I got the bundle and the NHD15. I ordered them on the 23rd of December, so Christmas Eve. And then I got a gift card to that retailer for Christmas. So then I got the case, the PSU and the extra fans. Then also my dad had a Windows 10 Pro CD sitting at home, so I got the installer from their website and then I used that key because you can do that. Ooh, it's so. I've been stroking this ever since it came, before all the other stuff came. What do we need? I mean, I'll get the manual because I'm a first-time builder. Then we have the M.2 screws. That's not something that... This is just SATA cables. I don't need those. I don't need RGB. Those. I'll need that later. That's what we're working with now. For now. Also, of course, I've watched tons and tons of build videos to try and get my mind on top of this. So this has the IO Shield pre-installed, which is nice. Actually, I should probably, and I will probably, just in case, have the wait, I don't need headphones to do this. Oh, so Fractal Design sends some additional Velcro straps with their PSU. That's nice. Thank you, Fractal Design. I'm also taking the PSU to be an anti-static zapping point for additional measures, even though it's very much not I already am grounded with the wrist strap, but in case it doesn't work, I feel safer with having this here as well. So guess I'll just zap myself over here every once in a while. This is probably too safe measures, but I don't wanna. I don't have the money to break this stuff. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. That is nice. Let's see if I can get you to stay up. That nice. So there's a sticker there, okay. There's a sticker there, and there's a sticker there. I'll have to remove those, and there's a sticker there. Scouting out the stickers to be removed. So here it is, the expensive part, the one part that is so small and so expensive, the I suppose the brain of your system. The brain of your system, because it's doing all the thinking and thonking. And with that analogy, then the motherboard would be the sort of spine and all the nerve endings and everything, because it takes the message from the brain and around to everywhere. It is the processor. So opening this. Ooh, that looks so many pins. Wonder if I wanna bend some of them. But maybe I don't. So there's the triangle there. And then nice. It sits there so innocently. So very innocently. Even though that's always the part that is so stressful, especially obviously for me, a first-time builder, but apparently to everyone else as well. Let's see if I can put this away for storage. And yes, I am going to store all these parts because I think when I go studying somewhere, I want to be able to move everything, and I'll probably take some of the parts off. But there it is. Well, that wasn't so stressful now, was it? Spoiler alert, it was a bit. But now it's done. Now the deed is done. The processor is in. I know that's not what you do. Then we have, for example, RAM. And oh, the tools are on the ground. That's how you get. That's how you lose them. Let's see here. There you go. So, if I remember correctly, it's these two slots that are paired. And we can look it up handy from this dandy handy booklet. So A2 and B2 should be. So yes, A2 and B2, right? Right, I think so. Looking at this angle, and then there's A2, and then there's B2. So then it's to the A2 and the B2 slots. Sure. So that's there you go. There you go. those are nice and secure. And we have a sticker from them. How nice of them. To use for leisure. Oh, yes. So we'll save that for the later date as well. Then, here we go. So the smaller drive should go to the upper okay. Probably need to keep those safe. Go. So then, okay, these need to stay out for the whole of the installation process. Yes, there we go. And then I need to remove those, but those can stay there for a while. And there you go. So this will be our OS. Disk and goes to the top. There. So this goes here at an angle. Boop. Then it screws down to there. It's on one of these that don't come in a Ziploc bag and are gonna fall out and disappear. But that's fine, I suppose. Also, not too tight. That's should be fine. I also like to box up everything back into its box after it's been unboxed, so that it's very boxed again. And our second drive, Intel, came with the bundle and couldn't choose it because apparently Intel's drives don't maybe have, I think Linus Tech Tips has a video about it, or at least the one they tried didn't have any I'm blanking. I'm drawing a blank draw. Didn't have the required cache, so it works very fast in the beginning, but then it fails to do that because of you're a longer boy, so I think in that case I don't need the standoff there, right? Let's see about that. Yes. One fasten, yes. So yes, I need to remove this standoff. There you go. And there, the standoff was ready, so there was no need to change its place there. Okay, so basically, it seems that this one, because it is as long as the heatsink is, will be fastened by inserting the heatsink. Oh, but before that it will stay there then, I suppose. Sure. Yay. All of that, we have that. We have those. And some of those. And then we can do some preparations to insert the to install the heatsink and CPU cooler. I'll check if I have a tiny Ziploc bag for those end of tools, because I don't want to leave them hanging there. There's one sort of there. There is one sort of here, so we can have the M.2 screws and the leftover standoff here. And have them in the motherboard box later. Great. Hope you stay there though. I think you should. And those shields I will install later. Great. Noctua has so nice packaging and everything. Need that later. I have to see if I need to wait a minute. If I install this heatsink now, will it block anything else? I don't think it does, so I think I can install this. Peel off the sticker underneath and place this. But the other one I need to install later. Let's see. Should be it. Because if I install this, there's a screw hole there where the motherboard screws go, but there isn't one there, so this should hopefully not cause any problems. Removed the sticker underneath. And that's in place now, and there's no sticker on top of that. There's nothing under it that needs to be accessed. Good. Then for Noctua, we need to look at the G12. Yeah. So this is that's for AMD. We don't need that. It's nice. Need to yes. So we use this one to tell us what to do. And they're signed by Mr. Noctua themselves. So we'll need all the accessories. We can take this to be a backup if we don't have the other one to work. We have the back plate, which we need. Yep. And the mounting bars are here. Spacers, and we have thumb screws, which is everything we need. Back plate goes here this way so that those match up there. There you go. There. Then we need the spacers from here. Which are the black plastic pieces. Which go here, and there, and there, and here. There you go. So I'll have the fan blowing to the back, which means these are going on this way. There you go. So they curved side outwards and then in the direction of airflow. So yeah, towards the back. And then we need the thumb screws. Let me do a bit of trickery here. To try and get there you go. And then screw those in place. Not super tight, but nothing needs to be super tight, I think, in these things. I think I've learned in these things nothing needs to be super tight. Just tight enough that when there's a giant cooler here, it doesn't really any extra force. There you go. Now if I were to now if I were to now attempt if I had the heatsink now, it might block me from placing some of these. Well, there's the CPU fan, which is for the CPU fan. I don't know, it might block that. So I think I might actually first install the motherboard into the case and then try to attempt fastening the cooler. We have a plastic there, we have one here, and on the other heatsink actually two, and that's it on this. Great. Now is there considering the considering the size of this. It might block some, at least ease, so maybe we'll leave that for then. And now that should be everything prior to the case, right? Have the motherboard, we have the we have all of our storage, we have our memory and the processor and the mounting for the cooler. Cool. That's that, and then we need the case. Go have a nap here for a while. As I try to get the case to be in the shop, which will require some magic and trickery. Yeah, that this angle might not make it justice. So I'll need to have a sip of water, and then we'll try and change our perspective. There you go. Now there should be some kind of lighting here. At least. We'll leave that there for now. Don't need you right now. Which way are you? You're that way. Okay, so I need to give you the best angle possible. Oop. I need to rotate a bit. So come look this way, and huzzah. The Fantex P500A. It's quite nice. And yes, I'm using gloves for this because I don't want to smear the glass here. So it has just magnetic tempered glass window, which is nice. Where do I have my this is there you go. Normally you have your accessory kit velcroed here, so you get a bit more Velcro with that, which is nice. And it's super easy to remove this glass door. Obviously, opening it like that makes it easy for cleaning, but then you can also just remove it by lifting, which is very, very nice. Maybe I'll lift you up here anyway, because you're not super visible right now. So in the accessory kit, you have some instructions. You have two bays for 3.5-inch hard drives or whatnot, and you get some other stuff. That's the vertical GPU mount that would go here, and then the GPU would stand vertically there. That's the Velcro strap they provided. And then they provide, there's a few zip ties here. And a GPU sag bracket. But this works in an interesting way that wasn't very intuitive to me. It goes here while that's open, and then you push it down here, which should then sort of support it. So I'll use that, but I don't have any 3.5-inch drives now, so I don't need this bay. And there you go. And in the other one, something quite nice. You have another bay, but then you also have a box of screws that have been sorted. That's very nice, because then you have all your screws neatly already there without any fuss or hassle. All those there as well. And then this does not come with this. This is my own addition from when I moved this. This is two Noctua NFS 12A FLX fans. I'll put one of them as intake, probably down there, and then one of them as exhaust up there. Some more screw zip ties, and then the Noctua peripheral accessories. So yeah, this is very nice. Let's see if I can get a angle such that you can see inside here. You can whoa, don't fall over, just trying to get you to stay up, and then we can try that. So yeah, here's a nice little way for the GPU power cables. we have all of the standoffs already installed, and that one is a nice TP one, like one of these, I think, so that it can leverage your motherboard nicely. You have one fan in the front and one in the back as stock cases, and then let's rotate it about. Thumb screws. You can undo it by loosening these two thumb screws. You can't see these two thumb screws because I'm obstructing, the view is obstructed. Oh, and first time I tried to open this, I kept undoing those. I kept screwing them, but then I realized there are ones that stay on the panel, so you can't fully screw them out. So that's the back side, which is nice in a few regards. They have a lot of a lot of options here for things like cable management, or if you want to hide something, you know, there's a lot of room for that. These undone help with cable management. The upper part, they can move. I wonder if I can okay, I'll try to show you. That's the top. There you have your power button, reset switch, because this doesn't have RGB controls. The one with RGB has RGB controls, 2 buttons here. Then there's some USB ports and an audio jack. On top there's this mesh, this filter, dust filter with magnetisms. Magic, I tell you. Magic. Then there's 3 spaces for 2.5-inch drives. Should just pop off, so you can screw an SSD or some RGB hub or what have you there. And then there's a bit of cable management all around, which is pretty nice. Then we have our basics here. You have some USB 3.1 there. The front panel lights all here. One front fan, more front panel lights. Then we have HD audio and USB 3.0. Oh, and one fan connection runs here. But I think now it would probably be a good time to install the fans so as to have all the cables running where we want them right now. Right? Now? Right. So I'll add one fan as intake to the front there. I'll add one 120mm fan as an exhaust up here. I think that is one of the easier ones to do first. Although, where do we want the cables to run? How did we have room in the motherboard? On the motherboard, I think. I'll have to see. And I think I'll use these low noise adapters that Noctua gives you. Focus, focus. You can read the fan text, but not this, which is fine. Because these should provide less fan noise, but still a secure mounting. I hope that's true. I really do. Oh, you can see my legs here. Nice. And me being bound by this PSU. Okay. So that's out. We'll install you as far back as we can. So I'll need to run you through there, and then through those. There. Oh. I hope they don't fall like that. There and there. I'm not super sure about them. Maybe I should just use screws. But then you can also apparently install a mini ITX motherboard up there. So you can have a dual system, if I've understood correctly. Okay. Let's see how we can... Wait, how is that supposed to... Okay, well, I can grab you from here. If you do as you should, I should be able to... That's not a good place to install fans with these. It'd actually be easier to install you such that it's first installed here and then somehow trying to but that kind of seems like you would then be very easily removed from there, but let's fall from there, but let's hope not. And then here you should come through from there. Yes, I think so, yes. And then I should be able to plop you. Feels like you're gonna break them, but I don't think that's possible. I hope not. And that's it, right? You're in. You're in. Not like that. Not urine. You're in. You go in there. Go. You go. You go in there. Then you plop. Nice. Okay, well that seems more secure than I anticipated. Then you go through there. And then you do the plop as well. Nice, that's surprisingly secure. I didn't think it would be that secure. But now it should with all my understanding, blow stuff out. Okay. Nice. That was nice. Now the thing is, apparently this front fan configuration is a bit interesting with this case. Let's do something not to drop this off. Excuse me, that sounds horrible. Because apparently this lip, this lip here, in this mesh area, is the only thing responsible for not being able to have those fans outside. But I thought, is it possible to fit one 120mm and then two 140mm fans, so that they're there. But I don't really have a need to do that. I could also install them back there, because I don't have RGB. With RGB it apparently looks not ideal. Noctua fans are very nicely packaged, so thanks to them for that. And there's your 140mm NFA14 PWM. So, yeesh. Maybe I'll just there's one there. Then if there's that there. Or you're just... Well, I need to remove you anyway so I can see, but you're probably just too short to do that. Almost. Great. We were on the... We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. I think that's how the quote goes. There's a lot of versions of that, and most of them aren't that. So what I'm doing now is I remove this pre-installed front fan because I need to change its position, whether I place it outside or inside these bags. Also, this screwdriver does not have a magnetic head, so that's me kicking myself in the ass for the future. Okay, yeah, you run and run and run. So I'll need to either way slip you out of there. Out of there, and from there, and from there, out to here. Oh. Still have that there. Interesting, interesting. Let's see if that has dented now. Yeah, it's just not tall enough to fit two 140mm and one 120mm fan in the case, which is quite unfortunate. Or is it actually? Wait a minute. There's a tiny lip there, but is that enough to obstruct the... I think it might be. Probably just best to install them on the inside. And because I have two Noctua fans and one Fantex fan, and the Noctua fans are in the Noctua colors and not black, I think I'm gonna place these on top and on bottom, and the Noctua fans, and then this black one in the middle, because some kind of sorcery, I don't know. They should be probably blowing inwards. Something like that. But like from the very top to very top. Let's use these shush type installers. Are blowing in there. You're there. If I place you here such that go straight out there, it would be sort of here. You don't make it all the way, so I need to use the extension cable anyway. I don't think I'll be using the low noise adapters, because that just caps the RPM, and while that's useful for something, I don't think with these Fantex fans I'm gonna get that quite processions anyway. So we have that. Sort of think how we want to. We want it like that. Can I route it somewhere nice there? That might be it. This is not how this should be installed. I think according to the rules, but the other way seems like no sense. And this seems to work for now, at least. I think it's just easier to plop you there first. And I don't know, guide you there. plop you in first. Plop all of these in first and then guide you there. I will guide you there. I don't need these anymore. You go in there. You go. You come, you go. You see the world through different eyes each time. But your eyes, notice they start to lose something. Your eyes start to lose their memories of what they're seeing. What they've seen. This that does not look like to me like a very secure connection if they do that. Maybe they're not meant for that, but maybe installing this would help. Route there you go. Great, can you stay there? We add you here. And then you're here. Yeah, I think that should work, and you should stay enough. Stay enough. If you vibrate, the whole case should vibrate, which seems to be a good thing. Okay, let's go here so you have a better view. There you go, and there you go. And then you can go through there. And fake it. There you go, and then place you. Oh yeah, you go in the inner rails. Inner rails. Place you. I hope you don't start sliding as well, but you know, you might, right? You might. don't even slide, you just drop. Okay, well in that case we're gonna use screws to keep you. Wait, did I? There we go. There we have some. Although I think black fan screw would be nicer, and I think we have some of those here. Shame that that didn't work as well as I hoped it would have worked. Hopefully not the screws flying everywhere. Yeah. So installing Noctua fans with their silent mounts for strips like these seems to be a no-no. But now or maybe they're too old, I don't know, I could be shitting on Noctua for nothing. Could be. Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't screw you too tight because you have these noise suppression plate thingies that are supposedly if they only touch the metal part and not the plastic, the other parts of the fan themselves, then it should be quite quiet. So I have understood, so I understand. Because it's sort of rubber, and when it's a rubber it doesn't, you know. There you go, there you go. So then you get a bit of airflow to the PSU as well, I suppose. But mostly to the GPU and the rest of the CPU and the rest of the system that might need that cool. Should be quite nice, maybe a little. Yeah, that should be fine. Nice. So that's that done. We have all the fans installed now. Oh yeah, we might need to actually give the place there in the box. Go in the books. For you, the lowest one, you only go up this far. Now if there's a fan header right there, I'll actually check where we have fan headers, so I'm here now. by. So when we have the board there, is there a fan header there? There's a lot of RGB stuff. And then the front panel connections, of course. But no fan header there. Okay. So there are 3 fan headers up there. One sort of in the middle of everything there. Then 2 fan headers there. So we have 1 fan header sort of here, which I guess behind the motherboard. Then we have 3 headers here and 3 headers here. Wait, how many extension cables do we have? Not many. But we don't exactly need many. Yeah, if you were higher, then you would maybe have enough reach there. I mean, I can use this extension. That's not dangerous, really. So yes, there we have our front fans, and here and there we have our back. I think I can drop you straight down from there. Can I? I might have to use one white cable if I don't have enough. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see about that. So that's our fan stuff. There's our front panel connections. There's another fan up there. You hopefully stay up there. I think I should loosen you so that I can move these around if I need to, though I can't move them a lot because of all these cables here. So there's that. But you're not all tangled. Oh, you are tangled, aren't you? That's better, that's nicer. That's flush. And then we can fix that. That was you twisting. Great. That is good for now. Then we should probably plop, plop, blop, bonk, bonk in the motherboard. Let's see if we can get nice angles from here. We can nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not nice. Not nice if you're falling over. There. Are you able to stay there without falling over? I hope so. I really do. Plug myself in again. To get the motherboard. Try. Now this comes with a pre-installed I/O shield, which is very nice, because then you don't have to worry about that. So that should go there quite nicely. Oh, there you go, and you are all nicely here. That's pretty nice. Then now comes my doom, because it's not a magnetic screwdriver, so I need to be quite careful with these motherboard screws. I can screw you in nicely. Yeah. See if I can get you. I'm concentrating, which is why I don't talk. I don't really have I didn't have a strategy when going in, but now I'm sort of doing opposite corners. and then probably because there's one fan header here, so I don't know how I could sort of get it routed there. There. And there. Try and not destroy the motherboard. Here. Finger action. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be all of those. Great. Then I think we can go ahead and install the other M.2 heatsink. And do some peeling for you. That was protecting the heatsink or the heat transferring part. And another peeling. There you go. Peel everything off here that I remember, so that carbon, so that there is nothing left on there to melt and to cause trouble. Great, I think now we can try to think of the fans. So we have fan headers here. We have fan headers 2 there. We have 1 here in the middle of everything, and then that's 1 CPU fan connection. So we need a splitter for that at least. But then the rest, so we have 3 system fan places here and 3 there. What if we actually Y-cable these 2? Actually, now I have to see what it Looks like from the other side. Let's see if I can get you to see something as well. Now you're slanted, but I hope. There you go. So this. If I rotate it, I might actually be able to one of those. But if it comes from back there, the other Noctuas. If I draw ones from up here, or then the other possibility is to Y-cable these. I think that's what I might do. If I use this Y-cable to take these two split fans, am I supposed to be able to yes, I suppose. Yes. So, does this lose PWM control if I route it with one that doesn't? I don't think it should. Because why would it? But then again, why would I know what it does? Now we have that there. And now we have this extension cable here that we can take either from the bottom here, kinda, not really. So we will probably route it here. Probably more straightforward then. There we go. QB. Actually, I might leave that for them later. Then you can then be, for example, route it through here. So you guys will go elsewhere from there to here. Where did we have sister fan there? So yeah, you can go there and hide. I mean, you can really go either down there and actually probably there, so let's put you there. You are such a long cable, and then you can be routed straight here without anything more complicated. So we have 2 fans to this, 3 and 4 and 5. 3 and 4 and 5, and those are numbers. Now then, to check where all the front panel connections go. See if you can be Can I adjust the exposure? Excuse me. Exposure. Okay, that's a bit better. So USB3, that blue guy, we have that there. So that should come sort of on the second up. You go pretty much straight there. Then the tiny little front panel collections, this whole collection of these should be found here, I think. USB. Let me see where you lie. Oh, you're actually there, USB-C. So from one above you. Got it. Got it. So one above you from here. And then HD audio, so you will go all the way down there, I think. And this is where it's nice to have your motherboard guide for all of these little things. They should be, to my understanding, pretty standard on many things, but you know. So then USB 3, so you have a dead pin down here, and you have that there as well, I think. Excuse me, I'm in the way, yes. So now you should then fit there without killing anything. I can move you back a bit. They should go straight in. Oh yeah, and there's the teeth. These are apparently very easy to bend, so let's not try do that. That feels bad. Because that's on the way. Well, there you go. That was a fight, but now it should be in. And now you are back there, okay. So then you lips that way. And then a shorter one there. So you should go in this way, right? Yes, that's in. That's not a very flattering angle for you, but you know. I'll try and fix it. Fix it. I hope I didn't miss the place where it wouldn't have had to be bent like that. Bent. HD audio, missing pin there, so pretty much should be just a case of ease. Ease it in. There you go. That's HD audio with a lot of cables going everywhere. Then these little guys. So these all go here. We have a HDD LED LED. So power switch, plus and minus. That should go. No. Should go. Then you have your power LED. Your plus, so you go on the left, and your minus. So should be those done with. have the fans. We can have one fan going. Okay, that one going here. Let's just that one. So one is the back fan, and that goes to the back. Two. No, there's two noctus up top. Noctus in the front. And there's then you there, but what about didn't hold on, excuse me. Okay, so you're just fallen out. I think you were to go here if you can go there. There you go. So that's all the fans. That's all the front panel connections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. USB-C, USB-3, USB that, those. Great. I think it would be beneficial for me now to install the power supply before the cooler, right? Because the cooler might obstruct something. Oh. There we go. Now there should be music again. Fractal Design sends a pouch with all the necessary connections. So that's the motherboard 24 pin, which we'll need. So that's for the graphics card. Wait, how many slots do we have? So we just have both, so this is fine. Actually, we don't need one with two, so if we can find one with only one. Is it here? No, that's for CPU, which is what we need. There is another PCIe, but if we have one PCIe, we don't need SATA stuff. Peripheral things, because we don't have any SATA drives. Another PCIe. And a CPU one. We only need the this one for the CPU for now. We don't. Oh, interesting. So yes, then we just take one of these PCIe things. Leave that to the side for a minute. Then this has a I'm plugging this, which is not ideal. Here. We have a nice dust filter here that is easily cleaned. So we will be installing it with the fan downwards. You off of that for now. Probably get that there so we can still have our sweet ground so near to us. So this of course goes outwards, and here we now can and should, and in fact will, through our PCIe connector, so that's there. The 24-pin ATX connector. And then the CPU to there we have that. Feed these through first. Oh, and yeah, context gives you this mounting system. So we need to first screw in you over here. The screws provided by both Fractal Design and Fantex. Wow. And that is why you use magnetic screwdrivers. Because then you don't have to go hunting for the screws. Like they did back in the old days. They had to go out and hunt this. I don't know what I'm talking about. Can you tell? Can you tell already? I don't know what I'm talking about. Then Fractal Design have this mode where they don't spin the fan at all if it's low enough load and temperature. So I have that turned on, but I might turn it off, who knows. It all depends, and it's all just preference. Then the thumb screw tail. There we go. That is in. And then we have all of this mess down here. So first, should all be out anyway, because you need to be all basically rerouted and stuff. So the motherboard connection goes from here. There you go. Then the CPU. There you are. Go straight. Can go straight to here. And then the GPU power, we have a nice route for it from here. There you go. It looks like a mess. the clip is there, so it should go in there. There. I think that's snapped. I mean snapped in so that it is now all and good and well. So that. Then the CPU power here should come like that. Yeah, I think that's it for those. Now I wonder if I could finally add the heatsink for the CPU, the cooler thing. Because now it shouldn't be able to obstruct anything anymore. Or if we should first do a bit of this lovely cable management. Let's first see you there, so we could tie you up in a knot like that. You just go there pretty nicely. Oh, and we have, I almost forgot about you guys. You can have you go straight from there. Maybe follow you, whereas you can come through both of these. This here configuration can wedge in here, and what if you just go straight across? Is that so horrible now? And I guess you could go sort of from there. I think that's pretty good. Could be even a bit more streamlined. You guys just go down there. You look all the way from here. You can come swamp down from there, sure. You do that if you feel like it. Yeah, you exist here. So you can take some of this carnage. So the fans are something, the thing that I most might move. So then probably you guys can stay below that. If you are above. So that's, well, not clear, but that helps that a bit for you. Just something like that. New swamp up there. How do we feel about that? To you. Maybe you should. That's not a major thing, but that's mildly annoying, so I will write you under there. Okay, do you go nicely there, sort of? We can have one singular zip tie here. To keep the fan and the CPU cable all nice and there. That might hurt some people, but just need to be a bit careful. Surely you can go through that, as can you. Just going there, going through. There's this clump down here. We will use some of the I mean, this is much easier without RGB and without drives like that needs SATA cables and the like. I mean, that's pretty nice. It's not magic, but it's also pretty nice. Then we will turn to you lay flat there. In order to get the CPU cooler in. You can stay somewhat upright. Maybe I can even get you to show the place where it happens, the room where it happens. Oh, you're falling over a bed. Maybe don't. Thank you. I appreciate that. Next up is... Oh, we have one more extension here, so we could have used all the fan things. I forgot about that. Don't need that. We will need that, however, and those. Actually, we don't have extensions, so we couldn't have. Silly me. So, of course, then there's applying thermal paste. The thing about that is there's opinions upon opinions. Of how much thermal paste to apply. And the thing is, per Gamer Nexus video, it's hard to apply too much, but obviously I will not do the Verge. Is that too much? I would say no. But I'm a first-time builder, so that might be too much. Then I'm instructed to remove the fan from the center, which you all can imagine. Then it goes on this way. Okay, this side doesn't seem to be screwing in quite. Oh, that's interesting. Is the right side up, and it should be all good to go. Oh, there you go. Might not have. That should be on there quite well and quite nicely. And then reattach the center fan, hopefully such that it blows outwards, like in here. Actually, where do I... Outwards, I would probably want that over there. You. So is that okay? Could be a bit higher. Probably be a bit lower still. Quite well. That should be there nicely. Taking all the way there, and then the other fan. Should also maybe blow out so as not to blow in. See if I can. Whoa. Trying to fall, are you? So this goes from under here to from under here to, you should clip there, and you should clip there. Then you will clip off of that. The same thing on this side with you. Clipping there and clipping there, and then you're clipping off that. And then you're a bit higher, and that's completely okay. There-ish. If that's level. So there you go. Probably work quite well. There's a bit of clearance between you and the RAM still, which is all nice. So yes. So in this board there's a bit of RGB there, and then I'm not sure if that's a obstructing it, but it's not really. Oh, and you can fit the glass panel still there. That's pretty nice. I went with the non-RGB case, partly because it's a mess to try and connect them all to the right places. For a first-time builder, I would imagine, and partly because I like a clean look, and I don't know, RGB can sort of maybe work against that in my mind, at least. CPU fan is there. Maybe should I try and whoa, don't fall. That's not nice. That's not a noise. That's a noise. Can you try to tie him in a little knot to take a bit of the extra space off? Whoa, 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 don't fall. Thank you. And which way is it? It's way, right? It's this way, right? There you go. And that's the CPU cooler taken care of. So then, now there should be but one component left anymore, of which that would be the GPU. If I sort of turn this case like this, you'll be able to see the PCIe slots and everything. You're looking at it from the side now. Woo. So then, yes, my old Asus GTX 970 that I've used in my old computer that's doing the streaming now, so you're watching that with the i3 4130 processor, so definitely CPU bottlenecked. This shouldn't be that much. Now then, of course, first we need to, so you can place a GPU vertically here, and that's what those are for. Now we're placing it on the first PCIe slot there, which means we remove the thumb screws from here. 2 slots for this one. There. I can plop that open and then try and slip you. Oh, maybe it would help to actually remove these covers. Then try and sloppy pop you in there. There you go. Now then screw you guys back on here. This screws, not you guys. You guys. One and 2. There, and then we have the power cable routed from here, and we only need you. We can try to tuck you away somewhere. I mean, the routing system here doesn't at least help with the sagging, but you know, it is what it is. There you are. Huh. Go there. You are quite annoying flopping around there, but I suppose there. That should be that. That should that should that should be that. Okay. How does the sag bracket work? So it should go here with all my cable management. I believe. Sure. If it goes there. I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to work. Huh. That's where it is, right? That's, but how, I don't know how that would. Does it need to be a certain type of part, or does it? I really don't get that. Does it somehow utilize this? I don't know. Would it be more effective to just, Huh. Interesting. not there. Oh, it's like supposed to slot probably into those. Which I'm not as sure as they are that it's doing. Screw holes. Where is the screw holes? Tell me what is the screw holes. There is the screw holes. Okay, I suppose. Seems to be the best endorsement I can give this, I suppose. Take a look at the beautiful build while I try to fight with this to somehow get this to work. Pose. It does require a bit of fighting, imagination, and good faith to believe that this really does prevent the sagging. Would it actually just be easier to does that work better? At least for the sag it will make it much worse. I'm surprised they didn't really have any singular PCIe power cables. They didn't, right? That's a CPU. That's peripheral SATA. That's a PCIe, but it is the same, isn't it? It's the same length. It's not even longer. The same thing with this, yeah. They're all the same. It's just this too. I mean, it's gonna sag. I don't think there's helping that. Yeah, you're right. I think that would be a lot of the process, pretty much it. Is there anything more we'd like to do? I don't think there is. I think we've done it. I think we've made it. Because we can now try and maybe try and even these out. So that they're sort of, they can't be all the way forward, right? So they'll be blocking some connectors there. At least everyone else except this one. But I don't think that's a problem. Let them be where they want to be, you know? All of that done for. I think this should be pretty much it. So we could try and place back the covers and then see if it actually turns on and if the fans start doing something. Because that's the exciting part. This is the exciting part. Now this is exciting. Let's see if you can have a nice side view there of sort of all the fans. Then grab our PSU cable. Can you lift your leg, please? Thank you. Plug that bad in. There you go. And here we are, the moments of the scary, of the exciting part, where I shall press the power button. The fans started moving. That's a good sign. All of them. You, and you. Both of those. Nice. There's light. There's some RGB up here and down there. Let's see if you can. Up there. And then down below the graphics card. Down. There. I think it's nice, it's subtle. That's pretty quiet. That's our when that light is on. This seems promising. This seems like it could, in fact, work. So now I will get on to attaching a monitor, because now you're occupying both monitors, and I'll attach a keyboard and a mouse, and then is the moment of truth. But for now, thank you for watching. This has been an experience, my very first build. Thank you. And let's spread some love today.